Greetings from Sherborn, Massachusetts. My name is Jim Nealon. I'm a resident of Sherborn, Massachusetts. For 28 years now I've been living here. I'm a business owner here, and I'm a proud member of the Sherborn Business Association. The Sherborn Business Association is here for three purposes. We're putting on a series of interviews with different businesses who are local here to the Sherborn area. The businesses provide services and provide products here locally for Sherborn residents as well as the outlying communities. There are three basic reasons for the Sherborn Business Association. And I'm going to read a bit of what those reasons are for you so you have an idea of what the Sherborn Business Association is here to do. The first goal of the Sherborn Business Association, hand in hand with Sherborn, is the line that we talk about with the Sherborn Business Association. The first goal, we want to be a driving force within the local community to serve as many needs of the local businesses as we can, as well as the social needs of the community. That's number one. Number two goal of the Sherborn Business Association is to show our Sherborn neighbors what our local businesses can do for our community. And the third goal deals with being a clearinghouse for information with the local businesses and the local municipal laws, processes, and proposals as they may appear. So with those three goals in mind, the Sherborn Business Association conducts interviews with local business owners to give an idea to the local people in Sherborn what we can provide, the businesses can provide to the local people here in the community. We're here at the entrance to Ray and Terry Wiese's Sherborn remodeling store. We're going to go in and meet them now. The Sherborn Kitchen's entrance is here. Come on in. Hi, Ray.
Good morning.
Ray Wiese. Jim Nealon.
Hey, Jim.
Hi. Terry.
Hi.
Terry Wiese.
Nice to
Jim
meet
Nealon.
you.
Hi. Good to meet you. We're here to talk with you today about your operation, about your store, about who you are, why you're here, and how you work. So can you introduce us to your store and let us know a little bit about yourselves? Sure. Maybe we come in here and you can
Sure.
tell us about what you're all about.
Well, Sherborn Kitchens is Sherborn Kitchen and Bath is a Wiese company, and the Wiese company is our 20-year-old design build firm. So we do everything from design full home plans for people right through construction. And because we've been so centric with kitchen and bath design as part of that, Terry and I decided to open Sherborn Kitchen and Bath 3 years ago. Mm-hmm. And it has become our showroom here in the center of Sherborn, where our clients come and they can work with the different materials and stuff that we have.
And so I, as a client, would come in here and you would then tell me what? How would I proceed to work with you?
Well, first we would find out the needs of the client. Do they have plans? If not, can we provide those design services for them? And if they do need design, we really take the time to learn everything we can about our client. Each kitchen is individual, and we want to make sure that we're meeting the needs of that individual person, their family, their cooking needs, and then we will design for them.
And so your designs are centered around kitchens?
If someone comes in for a kitchen, yes, but as Ray mentioned, we can design a home, a custom home, if someone wanted us to go.
The entire home, everything inside the home?
Absolutely.
Okay. Cradle to grave inside the home?
Exactly.
Great. What's your sweet spot? What do you like to do most in terms of remodeling, in terms of working?
I think kitchen additions have been probably our most popular project that we've done, along with master suites. Family room addition, kitchen, family room, master suite. That's probably a typical job that we would do. Designing, construction, full execution from beginning to end. So
I come in with a house that I just bought. I don't like something in the house. I come to you, can I just say, I don't like the house inside, can you help me out? Or do I have better ideas? What kind of help can you give me?
Well, I think that goes back to the way we would design even just a small powder room. We would want to understand, what don't you like? What do you wish you had? And then looking at the blueprint of the house, what's possible? What can we change? What are the setbacks of the property? How big can you go? So that we understand all their needs and we can meet them.
Wonderful. Now, In terms of your space here, what do you do in this space? I would come in and you would show me examples of things. Is that how you would work? Tell me about how you would approach a project.
And I think that probably goes a little bit back to your first question, Jim. So this is certainly it's a kitchen and bath showroom. And so if you were to come in off the street, typically that is what people are looking for. But what we've tried to put inside of this showroom is everything people would need to get through the kitchen and bath part without having to travel to a lot of different places. So we don't sell appliances, we show them how they might be used, but you know, we would be using cabinet samples. We have everything from, you know, we have 3 manufacturers of cabinets here, and each manufacturer is going to have a color palette that we can show people. So it's easy to sort of start to peel the onion of what it is that, you know, the person might like. I want to remodel my bathroom. I don't know what I want to do. It means that we really have to start from the beginning. How old are the children if they're in the home, right through what are the needs for that powder room. But then we start to get the client's aesthetic taste sort of pinned down, and that's what we use all of these products for. So we might pair together color of cabinetry. Will the walls be wallpapered or painted? What kind of countertops are you interested in? And those needs do vary depending on family size, whether people entertain a lot.
So I come in and you describe some services that you could offer to me. Then would we go and see the property? Is that a logical thing that you would do then next?
It's most typical. Sometimes we'll actually be there before people come here because that's really where it's all going to happen. I think it really gives the designer a good idea of how people, what their lifestyle is, because you know, you come to our showroom, we're not really in their environment. And a lot of times when you walk into somebody's home, you get an immediate sort of snapshot. You know, there's dog stuff all over the place, and they've got four large dogs. Or maybe there's 4 children, and so there's a whole plethora of things surrounded by that. Or maybe they're retired, and they just want to sort of get their kitchen in order, and so they want to plan for that. So I think going to the home is something that oftentimes we're doing that first, but I think after they come in here, this is where they get to see things that they might like, you know, understand a little bit about us if they feel comfortable doing that first. But going to the home is definitely the most important.
So you now understand the home setting. They have now seen what you have here in this setting and capabilities here. You would then meld the two. Would you walk to different places and show them different things? Would you show them examples, tile examples, cabinet examples? Is that the process that you would do when you come here?
It is, and I think when, for most people, their first visit into this showroom, what they're looking for is information. I mean, it is king, and you can really have a lot of stuff presented to you with the internet right now, and so they're piecing together a lot of information, but they want to know more about what we would recommend. So over here, for example, we have almost 100 colors of one particular quartz product. Quartz is a really big deal right now in kitchens, and it's grown. It's almost 30% of the countertop market, which is something that Corian wasn't even able to do early on. So people might come in and say, well, tell me about different countertops. Well, quartz is definitely the no maintenance choice. It'll take warm temperatures. They all, you know, manufacture it up to a certain level of standard. They'll tell you not to put a 600-degree pot on it, but it would withstand high temperature. It's non-porous. It gives it a good green capability. We carry a few different lines of quartz, so you know it's going to be an aesthetic choice for them also. But it is one of the things that they're looking for. Tell me about this product that's so popular and why we might want to use it. In the end, they're going to decide whether it's for them or not.
So now I'm thinking about countertops, I'm thinking about space. How do you help me understand the space that I want in my new kitchen? Do you work with an architect? Is that your job? Is it somebody else's job? How do you put it all together?
We may want to walk around and show the types of plans that we put together for our clients, which we display on the wall in this other room,
okay,
so you can get a better idea of the level of detail we go to. These plans will show you elevations, lighting plan, electrical plans for the kitchen. This happens to be a kitchen plan, but we can do this for any room in the home. And we do all our own design here. However, we will partner and do partner with architects to build any project, and sometimes they need our help in designing the kitchen, sometimes they design the kitchen, but we are here with product and can help the clients pick out what they need. So this really is an end result of the design services that we offer here.
And so after you come together with a design, then what happens next? Once you arrive at a design, do you like this, you like those countertops, you like the space, you like where it goes, what happens next?
Well, at that point, we would go into contract with our customer. We take an extra step to have our subcontractors do a full walkthrough of the project so we can get an exact estimate, because we guarantee our price. The price that goes into our contracts is what we guarantee. The only thing that could change that is if the customer decides to add or delete things. So we take a lot of time to get the right amount of money in the budget. We go into contract, and then we set them up in our production queue to start production.
And then how do you go about doing that? How do you do production?
We have an operations manager who manages all of our field labor out in the field, and we look at our schedule to see when we can start a project of whatever size it is. If it's a smaller project, those can run simultaneously with others. If it's a larger project, we need to look at the amount of labor we need to set aside. And we have project managers that go through the whole project with every one of our clients. We meet with them on a weekly basis to review production schedules, to let them know who will be coming in and out of their home, what's going to be happening. If there's selections they need to make, we remind them of that.
And I sense that you're responsible for everything from the start to the finish, including satisfaction of your clients.
Absolutely. We also survey from a third-party survey company, Guild Quality, does a full survey of all of our customers outside of us, and we're very proud to be awarded the Guildmaster Quality for Customer Service.
Tell me more about what that means, Guild Quality.
Guild Quality is a third-party survey company. They're national, and they will survey customers of remodeling companies and building companies, and they ask questions from: how did you like the sales process? How did you like the design process? Did you feel you were communicated to on a regular basis? And we have continued to be in the upper 1% of the nation and have been awarded for that. So we're really, really proud of that. We feel very confident in our ability to serve our customers.
So how do you and Ray work together on a project?
Carefully.
Who does what?
I will go out on a sales level and business development level as it relates directly to the client. Ray heads up all design, does all the design work, and also does sales as well. And then I also can act as project manager through projects. My other responsibility with the company is marketing.
And, you know, I think that's really important to note. We're a small business. We're a mom and pop, you know, just not the old school mom and pop. You know, we own a small business. We have a family together. And, you know, where that could be challenging for some people, I think Terry and I really understand each other's strengths. So Terry's strength is operations and business management and customer service. I think it's one of the reasons why we've excelled in that regard, is that she's helped put some processes together for us that make it predictable. Construction can be very unpredictable, but we have very predictable processes. So where we are a small business, Terry or I or the other designer on staff here all at times will be the person who's doing the office project management, while the field manager is watching the subcontractors, the employees, the staff carpenters that we have, the person's home, making sure it stays clean, and he's not bogged down with calling to find out where an order went. So we know the tile is either laid or what, you know, how we're going to put all that together. Something you mentioned earlier also about the planning, I think it's important to note, about 30% of the projects that the Wiese company does are designed by architects or other designers. We try to fit with where it meets the client's needs. That's usually one of the first questions we ask is, you know, do you have plans already? Because if somebody's already gone down a road and worked with somebody who understands what they want to do, it's not helpful for us to sort of jump in and sort of slice that relationship off. They were already, you know, done a number of things to develop that. So this is just a kitchen plan. And I'd say when we work with architects, primarily we'll find that people have the house done, but they've stopped short because they're looking for someone who specializes in the kitchen and bath piece, and that's where we come in for that.
Mm-hmm.
Can you tell us something about your involvement in the Sherborn community?
Well, we have children in the community, so I think we can't help but be involved. So Terry and I are both members of the Sherborn Business Association. We both volunteer at the school regularly because our children are there and we can walk through our back lot. If people in town need an easy place to park during a ball game, sometimes we actually put a path in for them to get from the ballpark to CNL Frosty. But we do a lot with our the school in town. I coach soccer a couple times a year, and Terry's involved in a couple of other communities in town as well, which are?
Well, Boy Scouts, the food drive. I've also served on Friends of the Sherborn Library Board as well as the Sherborn Social Club. So we always have our hands in things here.
So you're interweaving your business with the community.
Yes, yes.
Where do you expect your business to be in a few years from now?
Well, I think after the recession, I mean, we feel things have stabilized, at least for our business. I'm sure we will experience some growth, but our goal is not to become huge. We like being a small boutique company. It allows us to stay close to our clients and be able to know each of our clients. So I see it here. I see it probably us growing somewhat, but I don't see us ever exploding out of this building or anything like that.
Well, that's wonderful. Thank you very much for your time this morning, and a pleasure to talk with you this morning.
Nice to meet you.
And
Thank you for coming.
We'll see you around town.
Thank
you very much.